the gift is serious, man.
No doubt.
Tell the high priest is in the building for real.
Alright, peace. This is Ace Don here, the Zion Gates Learning Center, for another edition of Positive Energy, correcting all errors and educating at the same time. And as always, remember that I'm open to having all walks of life come through the add-on as long as you have a sound and thorough feel. Today I'm here with the High Priest, and we're building on what me and Brother Derek L. Hinton was just speaking about, which was nationality and Noble Drew Ali and the Moorish flag. We was just doing a behind-the-scenes conversation off of what just was captured on camera a minute ago, and the conversation was getting so good we said we might as well get this on camera because some information might come out that somebody might find information or could go do research on itself. So me and the Brother High Priest, we're just gonna pick up where we left off at. We was all over the place, so I guess we could try to catch up what we just spoke on and finish and keep furthering on and add on. So where you want to pick up from what we was just talking about?
Like the Indians and,
Okay, so
them being first here / us being here as well.
Yeah, so
very impactful.
A lot of people think that Indians is aboriginal to this land, which they're not. But this is how we have been dumbed down to think, because somebody has us not thinking.
That's right.
We don't think. We just take everything on face value. Whatever somebody tells us, we take it on face value, leave it as that, and don't do any further research or study on the matter.
Deaf, dumb, and blind, easily led astray. Go ahead.
So what happens is, now if we look at the word Indian, because I don't like when what we was talking about is Noble Drew Ali being from North Carolina and everything like that.
Exactly.
I forgot exactly which state which part of North Carolina he's from, but he was. See, that's why I try to stay away from this word, because I don't want to say he's half Indian, but that's why I would say I don't want to get into the Indian thing, because I know that indigenous and Indian is two different things.
Yes, yes.
Right? So you have the word indigenous. Indigenous means a natural inhabitant of the land.
That's right, and that's us.
Right, that's us. Just like if you look at a lot of so-called quote-unquote Indian tribes,
yes,
you have dark-skinned Indians,
yes, yes,
Blackfoot Indians, the Seminoles down in Florida, a countless amount of others. I don't even know all of them, but it's a lot of Indians that were jet black and dark-skinned of color. They wasn't like the Indians that we see that look like brownish, the reddish, well, I guess they call them the red man. So now to go back into that word Indian, a lot of us don't know, unless we do further study, that the Indians are not an aboriginal people from this country.
That's right.
So even if you look at the word
it
Indian,
can't be.
Right, it can't be.
Order.
Right, so if you look at the word Indian, the root word of Indian is India.
You gotta think India.
Yeah, so now where's India? India,
like that.
India is in a European country.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a different geographical hemisphere on the map on the globe.
That's right.
So
on the planet, yeah.
On the planet. So these people are from there and came here. So now the next question, which a lot of people might have, is how did they get here? At one time, a long time ago, all the lands were stuck together. It was called Pangea, P-A-N-G-E-A, Pangea. That's when, even if you look at if you take a globe and look at all the continents and see how they shape, you can actually stick them together like a puzzle, and they'll connect, like you just said. But they started separating, but that's not what I want to go into. But before Europe and North America actually finally separated from each other, with water rising and all these other things that was going on, land splitting, we were able to walk from Europe, we were still able to walk from Europe to North America, coming in through Canada, coming down through Canada into North America.
Straight.
So that was called the Bering, B-E-R-I-N-G, Strait, S-T-R-A-I-T, the Bering Strait. So these people were exiled out of India, and some of these people was even exiled out of Europe. These were Europeans that was also exiled as well, because they were savages, they was criminals, they was doing all type of fuckery. You know what I mean? So they were exiled and kicked. Exile means kicked out of their land.
That's right.
So they all had to go somewhere, because they wasn't allowed to stay there anymore, so they had to go somewhere. So what they did, peace. Alright. So what they had to do was walk and travel here. So they found this and took this as their land. But when they came here, we were also here, and they found us here at the same time. So that's how it became a mixture of the so-called Indians and the indigenous people.
So during the whole time, during this whole while in time, we've been considering ourselves not even, you know, in North America. The Indians being here, been dumbed down and tricked that the Indians was here, so forth and so on. We were here, and our people were roaming through to and fro as well.
Indeed.
Like you said, like we were here.
We had empires here.
Exactly.
Because that's just like we were just talking about the brother John Hanson.
John Hanson.
He was actually the first president of North America.
On the $2 bill.
Yeah, he's on the back of the $2 bill. If anybody look on the back of the turn the $2 bill over and look on the back of the $2 bill, you'll see the Declaration of Independence when they were signing that into effect, Thomas Jefferson and all the rest of these people.
Exactly.
And if you look on the back, you'll see the darkest imprint of a person. That's John Hanson. You can actually pull it up on the internet and you'll see the actual black and white picture of it that they used for the $2 bill. But that's John Hanson. It was actually 9 presidents before George Washington.
Exactly.
Another thing that most black people don't know about, because that's not going to be taught to you. But those 9 presidents was presidents when it was a Moorish empire.
Moorish empire.
The Moors was ruling and had dominion over North America.
Yes.
And South America. Even the Aztecs and the Mayans and a lot of those people down in South America, those people were Moors as well.
That's heavy right there.
That's why when you look down there, you see pyramids, you see that giant Olmec head, you see a lot of different civilizations that was there. These are pre the people that we see now in Honduras, Ecuador, Mexico. They came along after we left. But they still have our tradition, culture, heritage, and history. But they think it's theirs. Some of them know it's not, but most of them think it's theirs. But we definitely don't know it's ours.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So yeah, going back to Noble Drew Ali again, like we were saying, Noble Drew Ali, I forgot what tribe, I don't want to use the word Indian tribe, that's going to confuse people, but I forgot what tribe he was connected to, not connected to, but one of his parents was of that tribe, and then the other parent was just so-called Negro.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So that's how Noble Drew Ali was linked into that. So he was trying to explain to people who we were in North and South America. Hold on. So, you got any more questions?
Oh no. You pretty much have enlightened me. I look forward to another bill at another time, but you pretty much have enlightened me, giving me something to further study, take further steps in the quest of knowledge and wisdom and more understanding. So I appreciate it here, Zion Gates, blessing that you've been to me.
No doubt.
In the exchange,
Indeed. Alright, so as usual, this was another edition, and in closing I want to add that we here at Zion Gates Graphic Design and Cultural Shop in the Raleigh Flea Market Mall. And I give thanks for the High Priest for passing through. Like I said, we were just having a conversation from the aftermath of what just went on from the recording when Brother Derek L. Hinton Bay was here. But the conversation was so good, we said we might as well get this on camera. So, Brother High Priest, I'm glad we came through. We spoke on at least what we did get across to the people was kind of trying to get across the difference between indigenous people and so-called Indians, and how their difference and how the whole trick knowledge came in of them being the original people of the land when they came from somewhere else, and we're the actual original people, but we think we came from somewhere else. So I hope that, this information, somebody find it informational, somebody somewhere, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I'm glad you was here.
Blessed.
And we could continue talking even after the camera go off, but I got to keep it moving because I got to conduct some other business.
That's right.
So everybody out there, peace.
Peace.